Hey,
Hi.
so Facebook has recently been in the news for allegedly not hiring three black workers minimum because they wouldn't fit in with the culture of what Facebook is in the workplace.
So, what's culture then to you?
I'm under the understanding that culture transcends colour. So what do they mean when they say that they haven't hired these people because of them not fitting in with the culture?
My personal observation, not related to Facebook but to workplaces, are that people hire people who they feel comfortable with
Right.
instead of hiring people that they can see in many cases. But my experience is they will hire people that they feel comfortable with instead of people who are qualified and have presented well in an interview. So if there is, I think, if a white person is hiring and there is a very good black candidate and a very good white candidate in terms of experience and presentation of interview skills, they'll choose the white candidate because they'll say it's a cultural fit. They'll feel more comfortable talking to them. They probably think they'll have more things in common. Even to do with, to me, culture is for example, I don't know, what you do on a Sunday, or what your beliefs are, what do you cook for dinner. A black person and a white person usually will do different things. So they'll be like, oh well, I'm gonna be able to exchange, I don't know, more recipes with a white person, which is a very bad reason, but it still happens all the time.
Yeah, it does. But the thing is, yeah, culture I think is more than black and white because I'm going to pick someone now. I don't know him at all personally, but Obama, for example,
Yeah.
and his kids, culturally, would it be wrong to say that they would have more in common with somebody in the same social class as them, rather than somebody who's the same color as them?
Yeah.
So, would that be correct? Would I be using the word correctly in saying that that's their culture? And also, how far back in terms of generations does culture apply to you? I think culture is a mixture of traditions and who you are as a family. It's like you can't just say that someone has a culture based on what their grandparents do. I think it goes back further than that, no? So if you've got someone who has lived in a certain area and they're in a certain line of business, and their family has been in that line of business for the past 5 generations, 6 generations, then would that become their culture? I'm not saying it is, but that's my question. Would that then become their culture, regardless of race and regardless of
Probably, yeah.
who they are?
Probably. Like part of it would be, yeah, that they're hardworking family that owns their own business.
And not even to do with money, because you can get someone like Dr. Dre, for example, and he's got kids. But again, let's use Obama, and he's got kids. Culturally, are they the same? Their kids, their families, who they are, culturally, are they the same?
I wouldn't say so. I don't know. They'll be doing different things, surrounded by different people, different experiences, different traditions within the family. I don't know. What do you think?
No, I don't think they are. And again, it's nothing to do with colour. Dr. Dre would have more of a street culture,
Yeah.
in who he is. He's it's street culture, which is again different to colour, because
Yeah.
you can have black and white people growing up on the same street, and they have the same culture. I think it can be split into many different avenues because again, you can say, okay, what about their colour? What culture is their colour? And a white person, no matter how long he's been living with that group, he couldn't identify with their culture.
Yeah.
So it's what their culture is. I think my argument today is that phrase has been used incorrectly, because
Yeah.
you can't say what culture. You can't say they haven't been accepted because of their culture, which in turn is because they're black, because it's a much more complicated thing than that, I think.
Yeah. And if you read the rest of the article or that piece of news that has been going around, that this was said by the person that interviewed those people, right? And then a whole thing kind of, I wouldn't say blew up, but obviously answers were sought for, and one of the official spokesmen kind of retracted it and said it's nothing to do with culture, and tried to say that they have policies in place, anti-racism policies, anti-this, anti-that, and it's all very equal and stuff. But I think that's again just saying out there, like any organization does this, isn't it? Like we have this policy, we have this committee, and we're very fair, and we want everyone to know that we're very equal. But when you actually drill it down and look at a room full of, a staff meeting full of people, is there going to be 3 black people for color just to fill the quota? And 2 Asian people, or is it going to be like a 50-50 split? I think it's going to be the first scenario in most cases.
Yeah. What do you guys think on the whole topic?